I'm ready.
Okay, we're going to do this video. We found this music, this immortal, beautiful vocal music mix, ethereal, dramatic orchestra music. And you see this?
It's a legend of Silvia.
Yeah, this legend. I wanted to read it to you. This is really good.
Or do you want me to read it?
Yeah, would you? And read who wrote it.
Monster demon, half-breed, ugly spawn of the devil. These are only a few names they call the silver-haired demon, who is nothing more than a girl who desperately wanted to feel loved and comforted. To do this, the Holy Order took her in and placed her with the Heavenly Sisters of the White Rose. For the little demon girl to be raised in such an environment would be considered sacrilege, but the Heavenly Sisters were a group that brought peace and prosperity, which had the masses calm down, but the people still called her the silver-haired demon girl. Names behind closed doors and gossip among themselves. As the painful years passed, the young demon girl was able to contain the pain and suffering, but the Heavenly Sisters' healing magic couldn't repair the severe damage of the girl's face, only made others fear and gossip about her more. Many have told her, in order for her to repent, she must learn to contain any negative emotion and never waver from the righteous path, or else punishment will rain down from the gods. You and your kind have suffered the perils of man. You deserve better than this. You were a strong victim among victims who have suffered the demon's lord's tyranny. The gods have turned their backs on you when you beg for their mercy. You are the protagonist of your own story, your own fate. The silver-haired demon girl watched in awe with tears in her eyes as she gazed upon the hooded figure in dark blue and black. Who is this hooded figure? No one knows, but what they do know, he is a hunter. Hunters are more or less assassins, mercenaries, and spies with their preferred weaponry. Vary if they're human, demi-human, beastmen, or some other race. But this human hunter was nothing more than the Holy Order or the rest of the kingdom has ever come across. The hunter pointed at the silver-haired demon girl with his bloody hand that looked like claws and said, "Don't let fate decide your path. Pave your own way, Silvia." There he is. There he is, man. Arrest him for the murder of the king in his court. The hunter did not waver from his gaze from Silvia until he looked up and then said, Be what you and you alone want. And instantly he vanished in thin air, and the confused soldiers in the crowd just looked. Tears poured from Silvia's eyes and never stopped flowing until she stared into the space where the hunter disappeared. Now knowing that there's someone who could see through her pain and suffering, gave her hope for a better future.
That was a beautiful story, wasn't it? So, and this music is beautiful, and I want to give credit where credit is due.
It's Premium Music Headquarters. It's on Facebook also. One man wrote this.
It's really beautiful. We were attracted to the music. He had this on there, and this is that's for the children. Listen, and let's do a blood over intent for the children. And this is going to be for our puppet, for the misery wizards and mad scientists, because, of course, it starts with our children.
We were once young.
And you know what?
Remember?
I do not consent to this. And for all the sacrificed souls.
Yes.
For all
the children.
The children that the misery wizards have used as experiments.
9:10 to bring forth heaven on earth.
For the benefit of all.
I intend to release all from bondage from time and money.
Safe passage into the Garden of Eden. Forgiveness for our filthy souls. And see this out here?
It's Jesus the Son again.
There he is. He came out again today to give you another chance to do a blood over intent. Did you know that the sunspots are being healed? Yeah, the sun. See, consciousness above your head. That's what it is. Has nothing to do with that man on the cross. So this is for you, Jesus, Son, Monroe, the Son. So
And
you do a circle like this,
don't forget
and then
Satan.
put a dot right in the middle, and for Satan.
And the 144,000.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
it's Satan, the master of all of this, the architect of
It's
our
funny is
destiny.
when I was reading, or when he was reading that, I thought of yesterday. Okay, well today what happened was we have this kitten that we finally got to come in the house. And somebody dumped him or something, and he was timid. Come in, and I said, I was going to call him Sylvester the cat, but we don't even know if it's a girl or a boy. I said, well, if it's a girl, what are we going to call it? And Russell said, the wizard says, Silvia. And then we were listening to this music, and that story came up.
Legend of Silvia. It's a Norse legend. Viking.
And it, is just a beautiful thing. This is for the children. See, I've got I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. See the fairies? And their little houses. And see up here? The bird. And see, there's another little house. See, this world can be anything you make it. You just have to realize where you're at and what's going on first. That's why we do the blood over intent. And we do it for the children. They deserve so much more than they're getting. And you know what, you children? Don't let them ever tell you that there's not magic, or that you're not a magical being, or that you're not special, because you are. You are very special. And you can make this whatever you want to.
I still believe in magic.
So you have to always believe in magic. And all the disabled children or the disfigured children, I want you to know something. My son, Mikey, he told me, you know what? He's seen all of the disabled people. He said they're differently abled. They're not disabled. Because you're special. You have something more. Something different. So, and bullies are nothing but people who don't have any imagination. And they try to steal your power. And you can't ever let them steal your power. You children know. Sometimes you have to leave your parents and show them, lead them to what you see, because sometimes you see more than they do. I listen to my children and I talk to them, and you know what? You kids need to talk to your parents. And parents, you need to talk to your children. We need to start figuring this out. That's why Mary did the blood over intent. He did it for the children. The goddess wants more for us and them. This is the goddess. This is the goddess. That is what it is. This is the sun. The sun goes across here. And it does write in the Akashian reports what goes on. And goes down into the Holy of Holies. That's the center of the flat earth plane. When that light goes in there, out comes Aurora Borealis, or the green dragon typhon. That's the Holy Grail. That's where you may drink. That's whence you came from. That's where you'll go back to. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be like this. My son made me realize, you know what? He told me. He came in here. He's 28. He says, he likes my art. He says, Mom, this is a place. These aren't just pictures. This is a place. See? see this?
Studio.
You see this?
These aren't just pictures, friends, brothers and sisters. These are all spells. All of them. She spills her blood on. She puts her heart and her soul in. And they happen instantly, without thought. It just like that. She snaps her fingers and these pictures come to pass. She's not even here when she does it. She talks to us and y'all. She's somewhere else.
You see this? Heaven on earth. Who wouldn't want? Who wouldn't want that?
Who wouldn't want heaven on earth?
And you know what?
Yeah.
It's blood up or shut up. Blood thick. And what are you afraid of? I've heard people, you're spilling your blood to pull power. Well, guess what? They're spilling your blood to pull power. And your children's. And my children's. And then whoever's hands they can get on their children too. So you go hide. Go hide in your church. It doesn't matter. This is still here. And will be until you do something about it. That's why the blood over intent. I'm telling you, you have to see this so that you can fix this. We're going to come back here and we're going to grow some giant silicone trees. We're going to make right what's wrong. It's not even a matter of balance, is it? And men and women, we're the same. It's which dog you feed or what you want. And this deal with sex with them, it's nothing but to use to blackmail or for their own satisfaction because they're so pathetic. They got to pay or force someone to have sex with them. And they have no imagination. They're sick. They're sick and twisted and bent. And they want you sick and twisted and bent. But you don't have to be. You know what? It's not that hard, is it? See, it didn't hurt Miss Mary. And look, I'm already not bleeding anymore. Do you see that? For my filthy soul.
Yeah.
You better show proof of life to your Creator. It's here. It's time. Do it before you run out of time. Blood over intent.